Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of JR's Tools and More. In this video we are going to be replacing the throttle cable on my GY6 scooter because unfortunately it wore out. Let's get started. Alright, so I'm right here at the scooter and here is the other throttle cable. Alright, this throttle came off the blue scooter, and right in here, this end throttle cable goes up to the handlebar control, which cable goes inside of here, and it's stripped out right here. So when if I put this sleeve back on, there's nothing for this sleeve to grab onto, and I can just slide it back and forth like that, and it's not gripping. So I have to take the front cover off here, and then I have to undo the two screws that are holding this handlebar control on, and then I have to go down here and undo this, and then slowly pull it out, and then I can replace it with the new one. All right, okay, so now I have to there's the screw here. Okay, and it looks like there was one here, but it must have fell out. And there was a long screw here, but unfortunately it looks like that fell out as well. So I didn't even know this fell out. All right, so now what I have to do is lift this up. Okay, I set down like this. Now if anybody does this, if you have to change like a bulb or have your master cylinder bled or whatever it is, all right, and you take your headlight housing off like I just did with mine, don't just let it drop down like that, because if you do, you're gonna pull the wires out of the socket here, and you can also pull the wires out of the two white connectors here. So, and there's one screw here, one screw here. There's one right there. Set that right there. Like that. Now there is two different length screws. This one right here is the smallest, and obviously this one right here is the longest. So the longest goes up top, the shortest goes on the bottom. All right, now all I have to do is basically just do this. Okay, take this off like this, nice and carefully. Set this down like that. That's there. Now we're ready to take the throttle cable off. Okay, now this I call it like a barrel. Okay, fits right inside here. Right. Now what I do is I just twist it a little bit here. Keep twisting it until it comes off. Set that aside without knocking my screws off. Oops, sorry about that. GoPro hit. All right. All right, so now here's the throttle cable. Now we have to feed it down through here like so. All right, and that goes down through here, and here is the now it's a pain in the butt, because you gotta try to work it okay, so that is the back brake, and here it is. Okay, so pull it down through. Okay, all right, take my pair of pliers, see if I can reach in here. I took a pair of long needle nose pliers here, reached in. It was actually hooked on a metal tab down there. So now I should be able to bring it down through, and there we go. All right. And I can pull it up through like so. Wrap that down. This is a size 12. All right. Do the nut that way. And I take the throttle, the throttle butterfly valve thing here on it. It will come off. There we go. All right, and pop that through. And here's the old one. Yep. So it looks like it was a little stripped out here too, but not as bad as this end, which goes to the handlebar control. See, it's all stripped out right here. So whenever I tighten the sleeve up like I'm doing, and if I need the sleeve go down further this way, and what would happen was it would just come off. It would be nothing there. See, it would be nothing there to grab onto. So this one is trash. So this is the nut that I took off the old throttle cable that was on the scooter. And so the nut that I took off, that one, is going to go on this one. Okay, just like this. All the way down, so it's right there. Now I take the handlebar control, feed the barrel. I call this like a barrel. So put the barrel with the wire through, hold it, spin it without coming apart here. All right, there we go. Just keep spinning it until it stops. Like that. Okay, just like this. Lay that down. Take the other end. Do that. See? Okay, so you want I want a little bit out. Oh, now what I have to do, all right, is come up here. All right, and put this right like this. Okay, just like that. All right. So there's a slit, like a groove, from where my fingers here all the way to this side. It actually fits like this. All right, I take this end, get it nice and tight. Now what I can do, I can take this, or take it, feed it on here like so, until it stops, right like that. All right. And I take the handlebar control, feed that wire up through, pop it on like that. All right, make sure it's good. Got just a little bit tweak to it like that. Now I take the shortest screw, put it right here. Take the longest screw, put that up here. Take the screw gun. That. Now, since I've done this, now I have to feed the wire, or feed the throttle cable down through here, underneath here, bring it up and over and attach it. Now we take the other end of the throttle cable, which is right here. Now we bring it down through here, and we put it down to behind this shield. Now I got to be careful because I don't want to rip any of the wires apart. See? Oh, there we go. Just keep going like this, nice and carefully. And just like that. There we go. All right, and this little like plastic cover, as you see right here, I'm sliding back and forth. This actually goes right on here like that. It's like a protection, I guess. All right, so that's that. Okay, now I can still leave the headlight assembly just how it is. Now I take this, take the other end, and I feed it down through here. Now this could be a little tricky because there are wires, as you can see right there. So I don't want to I don't want to push too hard down on it, because if I do and something happens and the wires break or something, then I'm gonna end up buying a whole new throttle cable, and I don't want to do that just yet. See, I stick my hand through here like I'm doing. I feed it, and it's a little bit, oh, there it goes, a little bit of a challenge, and that goes like that. Now what I do is I take all right, now what I have to do is I go up in here. Now there is a little cubby hole, I don't know if you can see it where my finger is, a little cubby hole right there. So I take that, put this through the cubby hole if I can reach it, and there it goes. Reach my hand in there, of course be careful, and we're almost there. Boom, that's that. All right, now I put it, reach my hand down here, as you can see. Whoops, almost had it. Put it like that. All right, whoops, keep and like that, and I just realized it popped out. Oh. All right, hopefully this will work. Now there's a metal tab here that's hooked to the frame with a screw sticking up. The cable goes underneath that, like so. And this first nut here gets unscrewed like I just did. This gets put through right like this. Okay. Second nut, which I am spinning it, that's like that. Take the throttle, the butterfly valve thing assembly here, pop the barrel through that little hole, and that's that. And screw the other nut on here. Now again, this is a little stripped out, but it should be still okay. Okay, just like that. Now, see? Snappy comeback, so it works. Okay, it just needs to be adjusted here and down here, because you don't want a lot of play. You want about a quarter of an inch of play, all right, right into here. Now I'm going to go ahead and adjust this end of the throttle cable. So what you do is you undo this nut a little bit, and then you take the second nut, you screw it this way, all right, going towards the front of the scooter, and then you tighten the first nut back up, and okay, it's still a little, it's actually not that bad. Okay, then what I got to do is come over on this side of the scooter and take the sleeve here. Okay, bring the sleeve all the way up like I'm doing till it stops. Now see the throttle grip. See how much play that's in. You don't want that. You want it to be a little tighter than that, because what will happen is if you're at a stop sign or a traffic light or whatever, or you just have to stop period, if the throttle cable is not adjusted right down here as well as up here, it's gonna the idle's gonna pick up, because it's gonna open up the carburetor here, and it's gonna go, and then it's gonna engage the clutch, and it's gonna start pulsating the scooter like to go forward. It's gonna ruin your pads. See, a little bit more. See what I'm talking about? Sorry, not see the difference? See, just like that. I can go down a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to make it like see. I want to do just a little bit. A little more. There we go. That right there should be good. Yeah, watch. See, I'm taking my hand, So where that white, where these two white marks in, so this little white speck mark here is supposed to match this first white mark. When I bring it down, see how it just starts opening up. So it's going to need to go a little bit more. All right, I need to go back just a tab. A little more. All right, I think that's good right there. Yep. All right, now we take our number 12 open wrench and we basically tighten this down. So like that, tighten it down, and now don't tighten it up too tight, because what will happen is you'll end up getting it too tight, and then when you try to undo it, sometimes it strips right where my finger is pointing, and strips this out, and then you'll end up having to get another one. All right, now the moment of truth. Turn the gas on. That carburetor must be dirty. 6 now. Yep. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit more adjustments here as well as down there, which I already showed you how to do it, so I really don't need to record any more of that. And then what I'll do is that then I'll go ahead and put the headlight assembly back on, put all the screws in, get everything all tightened down, and I'll be good. All right, now we're ready to put the headlight assembly back on. Okay, now there is a it's supposed to be a tab here and here, which there is, but it looks like it broke off. So, but there is a little plastic tab here that actually goes into this plastic square tab that's attached to the dashboard. So it goes on like this. Okay, it goes on like that. Line it up. Okay, and those little plastic. Here, and take it back off. So these little plastic things here go under here, like this. Shouldn't be that pain, but nah. There we go. Just like that. I got my 2 screws and my long screw that goes in the front. And I gotta line this up, which is right there. Okay, now just make sure that if anybody out there does this, make sure the wires that see the wires right there, make sure they don't get caught in the middle of this, the orange plastic and the black plastic, because if you do, you pinch it and it won't make a proper connection. So if you have, if you have like a screwdriver or something, you just basically push it up through like this. Just try to get them backed up in there as best as you can, and then you can you can just put the screws, then you can put the screws in. So make sure they're lined up like so. See it right there, like that. It's gonna go a little crooked. I don't know why, but it is. So I'll put the first screw right there. Screw that in. Okay, now we do the other side. All right, now we're on the other side. Now again, same thing. Take a flathead or something and put it through here. Just don't push too hard, because if you do, you end up stripping it, ruin it, or stripping it out or something, and then it might not work. So that's lined up. That's good. That's good. Take the screw, pop the screw in here. Okay, same exact thing. Hold it right there, and that. Now we have to work on the front. All right, so we're going to work on the front. Okay, there's a hole right there. Okay, now right behind here is like a long metal, I guess what you call like a long metal bolt that has a threaded hole that goes straight through, and it matches up with this piece right here as I'm touching right here. you take this, take the bolt, take the screw, put it in, tilt it a little bit, and you might have to play with it a little bit, and there it goes. All right, everybody. Apparently the throttle cable did work. There might have been a piece of debris or something stuck inside the carburetor, so that's probably why it wasn't running the way it was, but I do think it had a little bit to do with the throttle cable. See, watch. Back over. It actually idles really good. So yeah, so it's running. All right, everybody. Everything worked out really good. Throttle cable works really good, but eventually later on down the line, I'm gonna have to buy another one from Amazon. I believe I have a new throttle cable in my Amazon shopping cart for, I think maybe $9, which isn't that bad. So eventually I'm gonna have to get another one. So that's it for the video. So like, comment, share, subscribe. See y'all next video. Peace.